Girls. Welcome back to the Apocablog, day 1524 of having a bad hair day, maybe just letting it dry. Um, so, this is the way this works. The progressives say anything they want, just utter complete falsehoods. And then the media, social media and the fake news media, will it into existence. And we watch it happen again and again and again. Lead House impeachment manager, Rep. Jamie Raskin, Democrat, Maryland, I believe it is, Sunday on NBC's Meet the Press called former President Donald Trump's impeachment trial a dramatic success in historical terms. He's not impeached. He was acquitted. You successfully turned 7 fucking usual suspect Republican traitors, but you still weren't able to successfully, unconstitutionally impeach the man because, well, I think it was a dramatic success in historical terms, the largest impeachment conviction vote in U.S. history. Woo! There have been 4, assholes. Fuck off. It was by far the most bipartisan majority that's ever assembled in the Senate to convict a president. You didn't. Which has traditionally been a kind of partisan thing in American history. You think? We got 7 Republicans. They're not really Republicans. And if you look at the 10 Republicans in the House who joined us, it was by far the most bipartisan decision, complete repudiation of president's conduct. Yeah, well, but not a complete repudiation because he didn't get fucking, he got acquitted again. So much winning. But everybody will present this as, oh my God, whoa, this is the greatest thing we've ever done. Now, why was that an unconstitutional impeachment? Because the Constitution, in most cases, is really, really, like, they wrote it really very clearly. It's not a lot of room for interpretation, even though the progressives love to reinterpret things. It says that impeachment is a tool to remove a sitting fucking representative. President Trump was out of office. He was illegal. He was out of office fraudulently, but nevertheless, out of office. And there's another component to this, which is the impeachment trial shall be overseen by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. John Roberts wasn't there. So even had they, had they won this game show that they fucking put on, and look, the fact that the Republicans weren't screaming about that up and down, and literally stopping this thing in its tracks, tells you everything you need to know about where they are right now. Now, they also successfully voted to have witnesses. They then successfully didn't use them. Because, when you have witnesses, now we get to start asking questions and presenting evidence. And we don't want that. We want stories. We want fake memes. What did Nancy Pelosi know? When did she know it? There's more evidence out there that supports Trump and why there never should have been an impeachment to begin with than than there is against them. Trump did, in fact, talk about the National Guard before January 6th. He authorized as many as 10,000 troops to be at the ready. And so realistically, it was just a matter of requesting them, which apparently nobody did. And they don't want to discuss that out loud because they want to blame Trump for this. Well, Trump, he said this, and on January 4th, Miller gave the authorization to give the support if asked for. So, and they don't want that information being discussed publicly. Now, what other information don't they want? caught Wednesday using evidence, fake evidence, during their impeachment clown show, were forced to withdraw it, and proving that they don't care about the truth, only about trying to punish President Trump. Impeachment managers led by Rep. Raskin charged the following Capitol storming on the blah. They say that Trump called Senator Mike Lee by accident when he really meant to speak to Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. David Ciccolline, he dialed Senator Lee by accident. Senator Lee describes it as he had just ended a prayer in the Senate chamber. Ciccolline then charged that Trump asked Tuberville to make further objections to Biden's election vote count. While Senator Lee stood by, it soon emerged that the entire claim was bullshit. When Senator Lee confirmed it never happened, and then they had to withdraw that from the record because it never fucking happened. We also have Eric Swalwell using a Photoshop tweet in an attempt to smear Trump some more. And Photoshop tweet, you would think that would be, illegal, punishable. Another fun fact they probably didn't want to discuss publicly on the record was that one of the first people arrested was a leader of Antifa. Don't want that info out there. Maybe they will call this guy, former Capitol Police Chief, letter to Pelosi directly refutes claim that Trump caused the insurrection. So, Nancy probably doesn't want to have to discuss that under oath. Now, this is where we turn from just, okay, they're going to lie, they're going to cheat and lie, and the Republicans are going to let them do it, and for potato, I just don't get it. But now we take the turn into be afraid, be very afraid, and I'm not even kidding. Dem Rep Castro tells senators that trillions of dollars are spent on the military to prevent the kind of attack that occurred at the Capitol. It's a U.S. representative. And he doesn't understand. Well, he literally said, "We have spent trillions of dollars building the strongest military in the world and billions of dollars on the most sophisticated weaponry on the planet to prevent the kind of attack that occurred at the Capitol on January 6th. He tweeted that, or he said it. Now, this is a U.S. representative that doesn't understand that we don't use the military for domestic police enforcement. Cuba does, Venezuela does, China does, America, not so much. There's a reason for that. It's unconstitutional. But this guy, he's either unaware of that or he doesn't give a fuck. Now, why does that matter? Why am I bringing that up in the midst of all this other impeachment bullshit? Well, because of these games that they're playing, Biden White House planned to keep occupying troops in D.C. through the end of the fucking year. The Biden National Security Council is planning on having National Guard troops continue to occupy the nation's capital through the end of the year, according to WTTG, Fox 5, blah, blah, Washington, D.C. Additionally, active duty and reserve troops are being considered for the deployment. The National Security Council is asking the Department of Defense to engage Capitol Police on planning for a post-March 12th support. According to the email, Robert Salisis, who began performing the duties of Assistant Secretary of Defense for Homeland Defense and Global Security on January 20th, wrote in an email, "If it's not possible to sustain at the current level with NG, National Guard personnel, we need to establish the number of NG personnel, DCNG and out of state, we can sustain for an extended period, at least through the fall of 21, and understand additional options for providing DoD support to include use of reserve personnel, as well as the active component." So they want to use active duty fucking troops. And they want to keep, we're currently authorized for 7,000 through the 12th. And then they want to keep 5,000 troops indefinitely deployed in our nation's capital. Now, If you don't recognize that as a problem, this never ends well, ever. We've seen this play out time and time again. Oh shit! I broke the 10-minute mark. Sorry, guys, but this can't end well. We cannot. And by the way, you know who doesn't do free countries with free and fair elections don't need their military to defend the fucking party in charge. It doesn't happen that way. So be afraid, be very fucking afraid, and consider reaching out to your representatives and telling them to get the fuck on the ball and stop this banana republic fucking bullshit before people start dying.